Hi, welcome to Daily Report by OVTLYR. So, as election season is on us, election is what couple of weeks away. I would say right now I am seeing a ton of volatility. I mean, there are so many things happening right now. Personally, I would, think that when whenever you have the elections are on your head, you should be, I mean, try to just stay out of the market if possible. As we are getting closer and closer, I mean, if you have some open positions, see if you want to get out of them, because you don't know which way the elections will tilt, right? Whether it's going to be Republican Party, it's going to be, Democratic Party. I mean, everybody is, very confident. Both parties are very confident. They're going to win. So I'm not into guessing game. So there can be a lot of volatility right now, post-election, things like that. So it's always, good to be very, very careful during the election time. But let's get started. So those who don't know me, I am Mahesh. I am co-founder at OVTLYR. We have built a platform where we track investor behaviors, how they are reacting to changing market conditions, news, price movements, economy, etc. And we determine if investors are acting irrationally, fearful, or greedy, and by how much. So we have built this unique platform with this unique data that you can use to analyze stocks, make better decisions, things like that. It has proven to be very, very useful. Our members are using it every day, including myself and our other team members, to trade ourselves. So let's get started with our daily market analysis. Let's look into some of the stocks if I'm seeing any opportunities right now. Okay. So usually I start my day with looking at news. Why news? I just want to make sure that I'm aware of what's happening around me, right? If there are any major events that are impacting the market for the day, right? If I'm looking for opportunities, whether it's a good day to get in or not, things like that. So right now, I mean, there's nothing out of ordinary. I mean, all of this news I have been seeing from past few days. One thing I noticed, which again probably may not happen, but Blinken has arrived in Israel for ceasefire push. I mean, if you see this news, I mean, if you take a step back and see what's happening right now, to me this is more of gaining little bit political advantage as um, elections are coming, right? If they can do that, if they can push for the ceasefire, they're going to gain some good points with the voters, right? I'm sure like nobody wants uh, war right now. In my opinion, again, this is just my opinion. Right now, at least Netanyahu, he's not very happy with the current government, and I believe he's not gonna probably agree, right? And there's very high probability if Trump become president, you may see a lot of change uh, from the perspective of these ongoing war. I mean, everybody wants these things to stop, which are kind of like from past few years are never ending. But that just something caught my attention because I thought this is definitely a political push. Let's go down, look at some of the any noteworthy news that I'm seeing. Nothing out of ordinary from on the business side. um, US economy again leads the world. IMF lowers global growth forecast, warns of increasing risk. I mean, this is again, there's so many geopolitical things happening right now, wars everywhere, a lot of things are happening. So this is no surprise. I mean, this is kind of in line with what I was thinking. I talked about Disney. They are bringing in new CEO Hopefully that guy does a little bit better than the current CEO, which probably, um, it's not doing very well in terms of where the stock should be, what Disney has, things like that. um, okay, same news as usual, nothing out of ordinary. Like, as you know, Nvidia stock is soaring. um, so outlier dashboard. So I'll start with market breadth. So right now, what you see in outlier, we have four major tabs. Market breadth tells you from 36,000 feet where the sectors, where the overall market is headed, whether it's uh, going down way, it's going, up. And these are like, think about it, even in these volatile times, like, I consider right now the market to be extremely volatile, because you may see a week we can have a market going up, next week, after 10 days the market is going down. The good thing is, this data doing a phenomenal job in tracking how the market is moving. Let's look at overall market. I selected full stocks from October 11th, sometime October 11th, October 10th. Overall market was seeing a little bit movement up. You have seen some good up run up recently. Right now, it's kind of flattening out. How do you know it's flattening out? You can see this data underneath it. It's called uptrend downtrend chart. uh, the green is the stocks which are in uptrend, the red the stocks which are in downtrend. Think about a basket. There are some number of stocks which are going in uptrend, some are in going in downtrend. The more number of stocks, if you see more number of stocks going in uptrend and less number of stocks in downtrend, that means the market is trending up. And it's the other way around when it changes direction. So today, as you can see from yesterday, there are 27 less stocks from yesterday, which basically, think about it, yesterday we had 1034 stocks in uptrend out of the universe that we cover. Today we have 1007 stocks in uptrend. That means that difference is 27. There are 27 less stocks in uptrend. So that kind of gives me an impression of that market is kind of either, changing direction in the shorter term from yesterday. So same thing. I mean, if I start looking into some of the other sector, by the way, materials is one of the sector is kind of something which is going up. you know Overall market direction is going down. Materials is something like from yesterday, day before yesterday, before that, it's kind of in that uptrend right now. So, and in fact it has been happening from past few days. This is one of the sector which has changed directions moving up. So if you pick some opportunities from material sector, I mean, if you would have picked some opportunity this morning, I mean, that would have been a good decision. You look into some of the other sector, discretionary is today, like I look this morning, like it is changing course. Like, it started going up, it flattened out, it is changing course again. Same thing with utilities is kind of flat right now. It's kind of neither going up nor down. From yesterday, it's flat. So same number of stocks in uptrend, same number of stocks in downtrend. So it can still be a good one, but I'll be very careful even right now, because I need to see a little bit more data to see which direction it's headed. Let's pull our watch list. So watch list is something which is essentially your daily buy and sell list, right? If I close this one, every day you have some stocks in bull list, some stocks in bear list, And today you see there are 37 in the bull list and 32 in the bear list. It's kind of balancing it out. Yesterday we had more in bull, and so it's changing direction now. So let's open it up. So as I said, if I if I see, materials is one of the sector where it's kind of going up steeply. So that can be one of the sector where I'll focus my attention today. Uh, Discretionary is flattening out, so I'm not going to focus on discretionary. Same thing with the utilities, it's kind of flattening out. I don't know which way it's going to go. It can go up or down. So in terms of what I am seeing right now, in terms of today was utilities, sorry, um, materials is the winner for me today in terms of the data what I'm seeing. And let's see if we can filter out some of the other sectors from our watch list. Let's just look at materials. Okay, so you have around, I would say, so today's date is 22nd. One, two, three, four, five, six stocks from material sector that came today. And oh man, you see the volume right here, like 2 million. The 30-day average volume 2 million, 2.5 million, 7.6 million, 11 million. One, I mean, it's crazy, how much uh, volume is going into these stocks. How many, what is the interest right now for these stocks? I mean, AEM, let's open AEM, AGI, S, FSM, HL, right? Let's just look into these four stocks. Um, so we'll start with AEM. Okay. Okay. So as you can see, we have this another data point called price trajectory oscillator. When it goes up, it changes direction and goes up. That's when you can think about, our models predict that price is headed in the upward direction, which it is right now. The green overlay, which is an uptrend overlay, it's active. The heat map is, its heat map is around G13 today. So let's see how AEM did today. I mean, this is one of the stocks based off of, after looking at the sector. What's the name? AEM. Okay, yeah, this is up. Okay, I'm gonna close AEM, AGI. Let's see AGI. Okay. Okay, similar story with AGI. As you can see, uh, the oscillator came down around this point. It started going up. You have uptrend indicator on, which gives me warm and fuzzy about this company as well, Alamos Gold Inc. Okay, I mean, if you think about it, right now there's a BRICS meeting happening, right? And whenever you talk about, BRICS group, you talk about, at least in news, de-dollarization, gold standard, this and that. No doubt, material sector is kind of going up. There's always a connection with some of these global events as well. Whenever a sector is kind of performing well, AGI is another one that I'm seeing. uh, it's up 2.72% again, today, just today, which is good. Let's look at FSM. By the way, you see the volume on these stocks, it's crazy. FSM, Fortuna, silver mining. Uh, Yes, it's kind of going up, but one thing that concerns me is this, this ranging. Uh, it's kind of ranging from quite some time, but as you can see, recently it started ticking up. The price started ticking up, and we have a buy signal, and the green overlay is active. Let's look into FSM. Oh, 3.61. Shit. Okay, that's something. That's something. Okay, FSM. I wasn't expecting. Uh, the next stock, HL. Okay, HL is also already in this uptrend right now, and we have a buy signal that came today for HL. Um, the other data points are kind of also in agreement. The oscillator is going up, which is a good thing. You want to make sure that you don't want to get into when the oscillator is going down. So that's something that I look into. 2.91%. So overall, as I said, when you watch closely these data points, like once you get used to how to read market web data, and then kind of make a decision of which sector you want to focus on that day. Of course, few things there are few things that you also take into consideration, like what's happening around you, right? Things like that. So no doubt material sector is going crazy today, and that's what I'm seeing right now with materials, because some of these other data points are in agreement. So I think, if you ask me, it's probably gonna happen for a few more days. This sector, financial, like I know I've been very, like from last few days I was like no to financial, because it was kind of reaching at this point uh, of time, and I have little bit different viewpoint, because what I feel like, I would rather make less money, means I would rather lose on some of the opportunities than risking it going in the wrong time, because when it was going up, it was really going up from I would say, um, October 9th, 10th. That's when I started talking about financials, and last few days I have been very much careful with financial sector. Right now, at least what I'm seeing in the financial sector is, like I start with XLF. It's down today. You look into few stocks. Okay, JP Morgan is up. BAC. Okay, it's going up again. Overall sector, I still feel like I would rather pass on the financial sector than get in right now, because it is flattening. It is reaching that point. Once it turns back, you may see some correction. So that's one of the reason of my hesitancy about the financial sector. Hey Chris, hey Tug, how are you guys doing? Thanks for joining. So that's all for today. And if you have not secured your annual pass, I would suggest so, because right now we have a lot of changes coming up. Just to give you a quick sneak peek of what's coming, we are redesigning our dashboard. A lot of our data point gonna be visible from one tab. We are adding news. You're gonna see news sentiments. You gonna be able to take notes, etc. A lot of interesting things are happening with Outlier. And again, if you haven't secured your annual pass, I would highly suggest you do so, because once these changes are going to come in, we may start pushing the prices up. So that's all for today. Thanks all for joining, and I will see you all tomorrow.